this generator and installing a single wire alternator. One of the bolt holes for the bracket goes into the one of the water jackets. So make sure that you drain the coolant down before you change this generator out to the alternator to use the original blackface alternator kit. Okay, I just got the kit out of the office. We're going to be removing this stud here that goes into the engine compartment, so make sure you have your coolant drain down. We're also going to remove the stud below it. The way you can do that is to put two nuts on top of each other, or it doesn't really matter. You can get it off with just channel locks or whatnot, because you're not going to be reusing this stud, so it doesn't really matter. In your kit, BW parts kit, you're going to have two studs that have the pipe dope already on it. But basically all you got to do is go ahead and install these two studs, and then we'll be installing the bracket. The bracket mounts on top of each other like this on those studs, and then there'll be nuts that go on top of that, and that'll be your bottom bracket. The upper bracket also comes with the spacer for the top and the spacer for the bottom for the alternator. Okay. Okay, I got the alternator out. The alternator comes with a 3/8 pulley. Because this is an older red face, we're going to be taking off the 3/8 pulley and installing a 5/8 pulley. You can also have this done at AutoZone or Napa. They'll be more than happy to run this off for you. It just takes them a second. Okay, I've just installed the studs. I'm getting ready to install the nuts and the spider washers. The larger bracket goes toward the radiator. The smaller bracket goes on top of the larger bracket. And then you're going to run these down. We're going to install the alternator.
There's no sound in there anyway, right?
The alternator, now the belt needs to have about a ½ inch play in both directions. If you over tighten it, you can take the bearings out of the water pump or the alternator. Once you have that all installed, you're going to run a single 10 gauge wire from the back of the alternator over to the starter solenoid of the starter, and that is going to go on to the larger wire, the one that also goes to your battery positive. Once you have that all installed, then you can go ahead and fire it up and test it to make sure that you have output, but the alternator will start charging at 800 RPMs, which is the belt reduction, so it actually will be charging at idle. So once you have it all installed, fire it up and check it and get back to work.